All right, ladies, you can see the home stretch derby is on its way. We have very little school left, and I know you're excited, but I ask you to stay focused and let's get through these last couple of weeks, and let's dominate our grade. Good quizzes, good tests, all around. All right. So today we're going to be talking about climate. The sections in this chapter are relatively short. So we're going to be doing a lot of research, debate kind of activities during class. So be ready to do that and to have a little bit of fun. So the next couple weeks are going to be a little bit different than normal, but I think it'll be a lot of fun and you all will enjoy it. So looking at climate, you all are going to explore the factors that determine global climate. And some of this is going to be, well, yeah, we've learned about this before. So hopefully you all will be good and we don't have to worry about any of that. So, the next slide. The first thing we're going to talk about is weather, which is the day to day condition of Earth's atmosphere. Like today, when I'm recording this, it is partly cloudy, about 76 degrees right now. But we know it changes from day to day. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, which if you're on a blue day, you'll probably be watching this on Thursday. But anyway, for tomorrow, it's supposed to pour down rain. So we know weather changes from day to day, and it's just how things are going on Earth at that time. Climate, though, is going to refer to an average condition over a long period of time. So that's how we get all the different climates we have in the world. We can even have things that are called microclimates, which are environmental conditions over a very small distance. So an example of a microclimate would be like the north side of a tree getting more sunlight, making it warmer than the south side of a tree, just because of where it's positioned. So we have two different climates on that tree. We have what's called solar energy. And the main force of this climate is solar energy. So some light that comes from the sun is going to be reflected off the earth back into space. Okay, that's one thing that happens. Another one is some of that light is going to actually get absorbed and it's going to get converted into heat. And this heat is going to, some will dissipate away, go away, and we will never feel that heat. Some heat is going to actually be trapped inside of the biosphere. And remember what that word biosphere is. I want you to dig into your brains. But it's the living earth that we are on. So the balance of all this is actually controlled by carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor. And those three things make up something very important. Those three gases are the greenhouse gases. And they allow the light to hit the earth, but actually trap the heat inside. So if these concentrations actually go up, they're going to be trapping more heat, raising the overall Earth's temperature. So without the greenhouse effect, the Earth would probably be about 30 degrees Celsius cooler than it is today. Now, when you talk about 30 degrees Celsius cooler, that is going to be a very large drop in the temperature compared if we said Fahrenheit. Also, when we talk about the greenhouse effect, this is going to be how things like global warming take place, okay? Because we are increasing emissions into the air because of things like car and aerosol cans and all of that other, all those other factors. We can actually see that we are putting more of these gases into the environment and causing more heat to get trapped on Earth. So we will be looking at global warming next class, so be ready to kind of talk, and you can go ahead and do some of your own independent research and how you feel about the topic. But we will definitely be talking about global warming in class. Latitude also has something to do with the climate on Earth. So the more towards you are the equator, the more direct sun you are going to be receiving. So that's kind of logical if you sit here and think, like, if we're up in Canada, Alaska area, it's probably going to be pretty chilly. But as we get down closer to like Florida, Jamaica, right around that equator, it's going to get hotter and hotter. And that's because there's more direct sunlight. There's more sun energy that you're getting. So as the world rotates, we actually get different seasons, which is why we see our climates change throughout the year because the earth is rotating. So here is just a nice little picture. We can see the temperate. We are in a temperate area, which is why we have a lot of variations in our seasons. Tropical, they're probably only going to see that nice, hot, warm weather pretty much all year round. Polar, they're cold, cold, and colder. So, because of the tilt on the axis for the Earth and rotating around the sun, this is what's causing all of our different seasons to occur. Alrighty, and this is going to be the last slide, and I'm going to make it as quick as possible because you all can pause this video and you can look all you want. But the top left here is going to be the different currents in the world. You can see how they flow. You can see which ones are cold, warm, and deep currents. The bottom right picture is going to be all the different wind patterns that we have. One interesting thing is what we can do today, what we can do, or what we did in the past, was use these currents and winds to our advantage for when we did things like sailing and cruising, all that stuff. Because we can actually follow the currents and which way they're flowing to kind of give us like a little speed boost. Um, we can also start to use these currents and winds for things like different alternative sources of energy. We can use the currents, so the water to help power turbines to help generate energy, and we can use windmills and things to help generate energy with the wind, depending on where the currents are flowing. So it is important to know how currents flow and winds flow. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, and I just want to say that the secret word, we're going to do a secret phrase today. The secret phrase is words are wind. Words are wind. So that is going to be the secret phrase. We'll say it today. And what I want you all to do is just please make sure that we are reading and taking notes, and let's finish strong this last chapter. Thanks.